Heartbreaker. World famous stallion by Heartbreaker, out of a dam by Lies de Darme and Poche de Bonival. Ridden by Sergio Alvarez Moya, Heartbreaker was among world's very best show jumpers. One of the highlights of the successful career of this impressive stallion was the spectacular third place in the Grand Prix of Aken in 2010. In addition, Heartbreaker came second in the Global Champions Tour of Cannes in 2011 and was placed in the top of several Grand Prix competitions such as Paris, Basel, Monte Carlo and La Coruña. Heartbreaker stood out for his unlimited scope, fantastic way of jumping and impressive canter. In addition, Heartbreaker was extremely careful and had a fantastic mentality. Additionally to top performances at Grand Prix level, Heartbreaker also performed excellent on several major championships, such as the World Equestrian Games in both Lexington and Cannes, as well as the World Cup final in Leipzig. Heartbreaker is the son of the legendary Heartbreaker out of the famous mare Jarme van het Steentje. And Heartbreaker's full brother, Quasimodo van der Molendreef, is known as the sire of Rolex Grand Slam winner Hello Sanctus. Heartbreaker is also closely related to Grand Prix show jumpers such as IQ van het Steentje, ridden by Willem Vermeer, Amir, ridden by Henrik van Eckermann, and Casper van het Hellehof, ridden by Cameron Hanley. In breeding, Heartbreaker passes on his incredible talent. Dozens of Heartbreaker offspring are already competing at Grand Prix level, such as Vic Design van het Heike of Christian Alman, Just Do It R of Pierre Moutier, Kinu de Pravia of Millie Allen, and Axel 111Z of Abdel Said. Additionally, Heartbreaker produced numerous approved stallions, including his KWPN approved sons Icebreaker EB and Jack Daniels EB. Ridden by Sergio Alvarez Moya, Heartbreaker was a superstar at the highest level of show jumping. Nowadays, Heartbreaker is a rising star in breeding. Apardi, Olympic stallion by Corland, out of a dam by Kanan and Jasper. Ridden by Daniel Blumen, the impressive Apardi jumped up to the highest level of show jumping and even participated in the Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro. Throughout his sports career, Apardi had many successes. For example, Apardi won the 1m50 in Spruce Meadows Calgary and finished third in the Global Champions Tour of Chantilly. Apardi also finished in the top 5 in the Grand Prix competitions of both Birmingham and Dublin, while he secured podium finishes at world-class shows such as Agen, La Coruña and Brussels. Apardi's sire Corland competed successfully at the highest level as well and developed into a foundation sire in breeding. The same goes for Apardi's grandsire Kanan, probably one of the best stallions of all time. As his name suggests, Apardi is the full brother of jumping machine Bacardi VDL. Ridden by Jannica Sprunger and nowadays Edwina Tops Alexander, Bacardi VDL is considered one of the most talented show jumpers in the world. Apardi's half-sister Dapardi is also jumping at 1m60 level, ridden by Stefan Engfer, while his other half-sister Vasupardi is successful at international level as well. Apardi himself impresses with his striking appearance, outstanding conformation and powerful canter. In addition, Apardi jumps with all the scope and excellent reflexes. Apardi's oldest offspring were born in 2017 and are already standing out for their athletic ability and great push of the floor. With his successful sports career, fantastic pedigree and striking appearance, Apardi is an asset to breeding in every way. Defender VDS-Z, a highly talented stallion by Dominator, out of a dam by Pardines, Calvados and La Mexico. Defender was definitely one of the eye-catchers on the stallion approvals of the KWPN and Zangerzijde. Defender made a huge impression in both the first and the second round of the KWPN Stallion Show, thanks to his wonderful appearance, great canter and fantastic way of jumping with lots of ability. Defender also made a name for himself in Lanaken and was one of the most striking young stallions. Defender jumps every time with the same technique, showing endless scope with an extremely high level of carefulness. In addition, the charming son of the promising stallion Dominator is light on his feet and has a great balance. Sire Dominator is one of the most exciting stallions of his generation. Ridden by Christian Allman, Dominator lives up to the high expectations and has been placed several times at the podium of world's most prestigious Grand Prix. Dominator also seems to put his stamp on breeding and passes on scope and quality of jumping. Defender's grandsire Pardinus can be seen as one of the best sons of the legendary Heartbreaker, and Defender's dam Introductie S jumped successfully at international level. In addition, Introductie S is the half-sister of the famous stallion Etulon VDL. Ridden by Jur Vrieling, Etulon stands out for his fantastic way of jumping, and his offspring show a lot of talent as well. Furthermore, Introductie's half-sister Dekstation S jumps at 160 level, ridden by Femke Kouchane. Defender is also closely related to Grand Prix show jumpers such as Remexico, Broken Heart, Sly, Divine Hero, Pitarosa, Houston and many others. The approved stallions Kazan Z and Levy VDL were also bred out of the same family as Defender. Defender VDS is without a doubt one of the greatest talents of his year and can make a difference in both sport and breeding. Icebreaker EB, a KWPN approved stallion by Actionbreaker out of a dam by Quaintizi 1, Akkord 2 and Landgraaf. Icebreaker EB is a charming stallion with an excellent mentality, great reflexes and lots of ability. In addition, he is light on his feet and very rideable. Ridden by Vincent Gerink, Icebreaker EB delivered clear after clear in the KWPN Stallion competition and finished third in the qualifier of Vragender. In the final standings of the KWPN Stallion competition, Icebreaker EB also finished on a wonderful third place. Icebreaker EB combines the excellent genes of sire Actionbreaker with one of Germany's best dam lines, Holsteiner line 776. Icebreaker's dam Zaza also produced the approved stallion Gunnar EB as well as the international show jumper Ivantos EB. Additionally, Grand Dam Valeska 1 is the dam of the approved stallion Sandro Beast EB. Icebreaker's great Grand Dam Valeska stood at the basis of many approved stallions and international show jumpers, such as VDL Groep Zidane of Leopold van Asten, Queen Air of Clarissa Crotta, Tucada de la Cazia of Lucy Davis, Dante of Sven van Dijk, and many others. Marcus Ening's well-known Grand Prix show jumper Christie is also closely related to Icebreaker EB. In breeding, Icebreaker EB makes a great impression as well. According to his offspring reports of the KWPN, Icebreaker's foals are well developed and striking. In addition, Icebreaker's foals have an athletic and correct conformation, and furthermore, Icebreaker's offspring have an easy big canter with a great balance and suppleness. Icebreaker's offspring are also doing very well at the various foal shows. His daughter Miss Holland EB became the champion of the regional foal inspection of Overijssel. Icebreaker EB follows in the footsteps of his successful sire Actionbreaker and could also be a great asset to your breeding. Jack Daniels EB, a KWPN approved stallion by Actionbreaker out of a dam by Quaintizi 1, Calido 1 and Nimmerdoor. Ridden by Vincent Gerink, Jack Daniels EB makes a great impression in the show ring. The striking stallion jumps with a lot of scope, has a good rideability and a wonderful canter. In the KWPN Stallion competition, Jack Daniels ZB performed outstandingly on multiple occasions and finished 4th in the final in Den Bosch. Jack Daniels ZB is the son of the Grand Prix show jumping stallion Actionbreaker. Ridden by Sergio Alvarez Moya, this son of Heartbreaker performed at the highest level, and Actionbreaker finished 3rd in the Grand Prix of Aachen. Jack Daniels' damn unforgettable also produced the 160 show jumper Bijzonder, ridden by Ireland's Shane Sweetnam and nowadays USA's Lacey Gilbertson. Jack Daniels' Grand Dam Pas 12TH competed herself at Grand Prix level, ridden by USA's David Beazle. In addition, Pas 12 produced the international show jumper Athene Z and Force Sunday. The pedigree of Jack Daniels ZB goes back to the famous Holsteiner line 474A. This line also produced Verdi TN, Fidel Boubalou, Claire Z, Vincino, Aldato, Calato, and many other successful show jumpers and approved stallions. The first falls of Jack Daniels ZB look very promising. The KWPN described Jack Daniels' falls as well developed with a correct and athletic conformation. In addition, Jack Daniels ZB passes on his light and balanced canter to his offspring. Jack Daniels ZB was bred out of a true performance dam line, and this combined with his talent as a show jumper and conformation makes Jack Daniels ZB into a very interesting stallion for breeding. L'Embryon de Narcotique, a young stallion by Diamant de Semilly, out of a dam by Mr. Blue, Darko and Chin Chin. L'Embryon de Narcotique became the champion of the AES Stallion Show in 2019. The light-footed, charming chestnut stallion stood out with his reflexes, great way of jumping and athletic ability. Sire Diamant de Semilly is one of the best show jumping sires of the past decades, and the same goes for Grandsire Mr. Blue and Great-Grandsire Darko. L'Embryon de Narcotique's dam line can be seen as one of world's very best. Dame Kouesha de Muse jumped at international level herself and is a direct daughter of the Grand Prix jumping mare Narcotique de Muse. In breeding, Narcotique de Muse became one of the most successful mares of all time. She's the dam of no less than 5 approved stallions, including Gaillard de la Pomme, Giovanni de la Pomme and Kelly Hero. In addition, Narcotique de Muse stood at the basis of many 160 show jumpers, such as Estoyaki de Muse, Seacoast Fairly, Vagabond de la Pomme, Iceman de Muse, Hocus Pocus de Muse and Go Easy de Muse. Under the saddle, L'Embryon de Narcotique shows a lot of talent. He jumps with a great technique and an excellent use of the body. L'Embryon de Narcotique's first falls stand out for their appearance, light-footedness and wonderful balancing canter. As a modern son of top sire Diamant de Semilly, L'Embryon de Narcotique could be an asset to breeding. Mr. Emerald EB, a talented stallion by Emerald, out of a dam by Actionbreaker, Holland and Joost. Mr. Emerald EB is an impressive young stallion, showing off endless scope, fantastic reflexes and an excellent use of the backhand. At the KWPN Stallion Show, Mr. Emerald EB convinced the jury in both the first and the second round. He received an invitation for the performance test and got his breeding license for the 2020 season. At the Zangersheide Stallion approvals, Mr. Emerald EB impressed again and obtained a breeding license as well. Mr. Emerald EB caught the eye with his push off the floor, light-footed canter and athletic ability. Mr. Emerald EB's pedigree is one to dream of. Ridden by Harry Smolders, sire Emerald was one of the world's best show jumpers, and also in breeding he seems to be one of the best stallions of his generation. Emerald's offspring are breaking through at the highest level, such as Igor of Jos Verlooy, Jeunesse van het Paradijs of Lorenzo de Luca, Emerald van het Voorhof of Paul O'Shea, and many others. Mr. Emerald TB's grandsire Actionbreaker is one of the leading stallions of stud Enterbrook. Ridden by Sergio Alvarez Moya, Actionbreaker competed at the highest level, and in breeding, the Heartbreaker son passes on his qualities to his offspring. At the age of only 6, Mr. Emerald TB's Dam Juweel EB is competing successfully at 1m30 level. Mr. Emerald TB is also closely related to several Grand Prix show jumpers, including Ungaro of David Arcand, Roosevelt of Max Schooner, and Stranger of Keith Shore. Mr. Emerald TB combines the top sires Emerald and Actionbreaker, making him into an interesting opportunity for breeding.